The U.S. brought war to Iraq and left behind a fragmented political system. 205 different parties with 27 alliances now running for seats in the May 12th parliamentary elections. It's fragmented by sectarian tensions between the Shia majority and Sunni minority, and by intra-ethnic tensions between the Arabs, Kurds, and Turkmens. The country's other minorities, Assyrians, Yazidis, and Christians, are also seeking representation. Iraq has had only 3 elections since the U.S. invasion in 2003. Before that, Iraq has been ruled for decades by the hardcore nationalist and secular Ba'ath Party, which was run primarily by Sunni leaders. The Shia majority in the country had little access to power during this time, and their dissent was often put down with brutal force, as was all dissent, including the predominantly Sunni Kurds. The simmering resentment of the Shia and the Kurds in the country boiled over after the U.S. invasion, as U.S. nation-building was simplistically divided along sectarian or geographic lines. Later, a Shia Prime Minister, Nouri al-Maliki, came to power in 2006. He was accused of pursuing sectarian policies against the Sunni minority and creating the conditions for the rise of Daesh, a terrorist organization which declared Mosul their so-called caliphate's de facto capital in 2014. The Iraqi army alone was too badly managed, too unmotivated, and too weak to fight against Daesh. It was joined by Hashd-e-Shaabi, an Iran-backed militia on the ground, and U.S. power in the air. The militias were accused of war crimes against Sunnis, and American bombings claimed many innocent lives. Meanwhile, on the borders of their autonomous region and disputed areas in the north, Kurdish Peshmerga forces were also fighting Daesh. Though Daesh has been mostly defeated, it came at a high price. The country's political scene left in tatters. 329 seats in parliament, 9 of which are reserved for minorities, are distributed to 18 governorates based on their population. 44 seats are saved for the 3 governorates in the Kurdish regional government, which has 2 alliances. It's not the parties, but the alliances which will allow representation of parties. The Shia bloc dominates the coming election, with strong candidates like current Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi, former Prime Minister al-Maliki, and Hashd-e-Shaabi's former commander Haider al-Amiri, who quit his position to run in the elections because the Iraqi constitution bans paramilitary groups from political participation. Forming a government isn't easy. 165 seats are required for a parliamentary majority to form a government. Observers say the most powerful coalition is expected to win 50 seats at most, but even then it will still need at least 115 to form a government. So, assembling a coalition will be the solution. In previous elections, just announcing the count took 21 days, and it's not certain how long it will take in the post-Daesh Iraq.